But my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
YouTubers are utterly and totally full of shit. The narratives and how they portray themselves online are simply designed to A, avoid hate, B, send hate, most importantly, make money in just about every situation. They're the most insincere group of people outside of Hollywood, USA. Keemstar told it to me like this. You collab, you make drama, you make the other guy look like he started it, and then you go to the next level. There has never been a clearer example of this than in the past 5 days. This is just YouTube horseshit. This is not the second coming of Harvey Weinstein. I actually probably have more evidence that this was a move than I do the guy's a sex predator.
Tati had no idea how her video was going to play out, all right? James Charles, very big YouTuber, very, very loyal fan base. Those fans could have attacked Tati. Tati could have been the one losing subs.
Absolutely. He's 100% correct.
It's almost like it's a calculated
It was a
risk.
dice roll. It's a dice roll. Just because it's a huge risk does not mean it is based in, I'm sorry, Charles, I'm like your mom. You're not his mom. I'm just doing this for your own goddamn good. Your career is completely ruined at the age of 19, and everybody thinks you're, as Tonka says, a sex pest. You're welcome.
And I think the reason why she did it is because she felt betrayed by James Charles.
I think he's absolutely right. She was betrayed.
And that's the biggest problem.
And here's another problem. Here's another thing. Maybe she had every right to drop this fucking video because she was betrayed. I don't know that those motivations are wrong. No, I'm sorry, Nick. You tell me you're going to promote something, and I got you started, and then you go promote my competitor. I might throw you under the fucking bus.
Did you see the video that was the actual promotion?
I don't know that I'd call you a sex pest, though.
That's the difference.
I think she has every right to make this fucking video. I absolutely believe 100% that you lied right to her face. And this bitch was not going to tolerate that shit. The narrative, he's a sex pest. He's a predator. The problem is he does something that doesn't make sense if he's a predator.
In detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
Yeah. Do we have any way of knowing that that was literal? Is there any way to prove that? Is there any? Is it just possible that
Dawson would say it passing?
Well, here's the way I've been looking at this the whole time. Let's say I was fucking famous and this is a woman, and I was trying to get the waitress. And it's like, man, she's not into you, Tommy. What do you mean? I'm famous. I'll take her home tonight. That's not predatory behavior. That's being an asshole at the best, and probably trying to make the table laugh. But as we find out, this is not exactly what she explained it was. Not only is this guy not straight, her story makes the no sense, and that also cuts her narrative in half.
The waiter from Seattle is known as Sam Cookie. He uploaded a video today titled "The Kid from Seattle, James Charles." Now remember, from Tati's video, this is a straight boy who was manipulated by James Charles. But was he?
Listen closely to what he says.
And he kept asking the waiter if I was single and that they thought I was very attractive. Or he especially thought that I was very attractive.
I've never done that. I've never asked a waiter if a girl's single. That's not harassment. That's not manipulation. That's trying to find out if you can get a date. If we demonize that, we have a real fucking problem. And I thought we're supposed to treat gays like we're supposed to treat straights. You know? Their quest for sex is no more illegitimate than mine or any other single man, right? So far, we have nothing.
I said, LOL, it's Sam the Buster from John Howie. John Howie's...
Okay, time out. If James Charles is such a predator on straight boys, then why is this straight boy jumping into the DMs with James Charles? In fact, it gets even worse. Roll.
We proceeded to talk for a while. It was his last night in Seattle. He actually invited me out to his hotel. At that time, I was bi-curious. I had never done anything with a guy before.
Well, you're about to, sir.
I get to the hotel room. We say hi. It's all fine. We end up watching a movie. And after that movie, he asked to kiss me.
He asked.
It's not that he's gay or not gay or bi-curious. Here's the problem. Sex predators don't ask for shit. They take. This is a red flag. In fact, it makes me think the whole narrative of him being Harvey Weinstein is completely backwards. And this guy went out of his way, contacted them, right? And after watching the movie and cuddling together, James Charles finally got up the guts to ask this boy if he could kiss him. That doesn't...
Tommy, I got a 20-page consent form right here I need you to sign.
It doesn't play well with the narrative. James went to this kid and said, no, you're gay, you're gay. And he's like, no, I don't want any more. No, you're gay, don't lie to yourself, okay? And it does. I've seen the DMs. It comes off kind of shitty from James's point of view. But from what I've seen,
not
it happened
2
once.
million subs shitty.
But it happened once. So it would be the equivalent of, can you imagine this? I fall in love with a lesbian, right? I actually get her. I get her in bed, old fucking Chasing Amy style, right? And then I call her the next day and she says, you know what? I really had a great time last night, but I think I'm going back to my girlfriend. No, you're not. You're straight. You're fucking straight. I love you. I love you. Don't go. You're crazy. You're lying to yourself. You wouldn't have came over here. I'm sorry. I got to go. Now, that makes me a bit of an asshole, but it doesn't make me a predator. And let's go over the damning evidence of the accusations. I mean, they're outright hysterical.
Now I'll be going into a few examples of people who had given a statement that James have made them feel comfortable too.
Sarah Larson wrote, I'm cackling because he hit up my boyfriend in the DM several times, knowing damn well he's straight. She quote tweeted it and wrote, I felt like deleting this because I checked it and it wasn't several times. It was only one DM and some comments under pictures. Wait a minute. I thought you were trying to prove that he was a sex pest. This is a person saying, yeah, exactly. This is what you use for evidence that he's a sex pest? A girl that falsely accused him of harassing her boyfriend when it turned out it was only once? This is comical.
Is there something wrong with commenting under someone's Instagram photo? Because like 90% of guys I know do that to girls.
I know. Yeah, he's harassing my boyfriend. And by the way, Zara has every reason to be irritated that she's talking. I'm not saying he doesn't. But then, as it turned out, and by the way, he doesn't even talk about this afterwards. He just puts this tweet out there and explains none of it. It's so weird.
So let's just take a look at the DMs real quick.
Look, a guy that buys a new Ferrari and shows it around with a girl, he's trying to provoke them. Look, I can afford this. I'm looking while she got a hot car, in hopes there'd be exchange for some action later. There is a normal amount of manipulation that goes on when it comes to betting the opposite sex, or in this case, the same sex. That's normal. That's normal human sexual behavior. How are you going to find out if the guy's not gay if you don't ask him?
No, but Tommy, his emojis.
Yes.
Emojis they're pushing him over the edge.
Yes. This guy's about to suck a dick because of emojis.
In 2 months from now, if I send a fucking skull and crossbones, I'm going to be accused of murder.
Yes, I know. This doesn't even come close.